Yet another match play title, Phil Taylor. It's going to take a momentous effort from Adrian Lewis to pull this one round. We know he's capable, but Taylor at the moment doesn't look like letting him in. And Wayne, a brilliant 11-darter in the opening of that last session from Lewis to win against the throw and put himself back in contention. But then the next leg, disaster on that 68, and really the only dart he's entered a double since was the bull at the end of a 164 attempt.
Yeah, there's a couple of reasons why Adrian is 5 legs down, and one of them is that obviously missing that 68, just going a smidgen, a real smidgen off the boil, and the fact that Adrian, Phil Taylor is doing nothing wrong. He's not giving 85 Adrian any breathing space at all.
And of course that's been a feature of his career, Phil Taylor, his sheer consistency and his ruthlessness, and there is a quiet ruthlessness about him. You could say that of all great champions. They just carry on, and that inner steel that they possess sometimes pulls them through. And yet 180, 180. Are we going to get another one now?
The best final in darting history, in my opinion. The standard is the best ever. Phil Taylor is 6 darts into a 9-darter. He wants 147.
And if he fails, Adrian Lewis will want 56 for the leg. It's unbelievable, this. On a 9-darter, and yet, admittedly against the throw, he looks likely to lose.
57. In this leg alone, we have witnessed 3 180s and a 174. In this leg alone.
46.
Could be beginning of the end for Adrian Lewis. Looked more rattled on that shot than I've seen him throughout the whole final.
And indeed, you could say the tournament. Oh, double 15. Just a touch over there. No.
60.
Well.
You require 10.
Life in Lewis yet.
Here's on the 26th leg.
Come on from Adrian Lewis.
27th leg is Phil to throw
massively
first.
Important leg, as they all are now. Phil Taylor, 6 darts into a 9. And he had 6 darts, John, to finish 147. Could not do so. You see it in snooker a few times, but
86.
Not on the board tonight.
That's right, Wayne.
140.
140 for Lewis. He's got to somehow at least win this session 4-1 against the throw. Now, with throw, admittedly, but it means he's got to get 1 break back and hold his throw.
140.
Still possible then, but anything less than that, I think it's curtains.
The Adrian Lewis action
140.
rhythm to withstand what Phil Taylor has thrown at him. His throw is immaculate. It's great to see Adrian play with this confidence and zest.
59.
You mentioned about this being the greatest final in your book. I think the one thing that it lacks that doesn't make it in mine
I was aiming at the standard.
Yeah,
I was really going at
the standard.
The standard,
yes, 112, 106. I can't argue with that. But I think Lewis has got to put 3 or 4 legs together here and take this
100.
game way, way beyond.
You require 161.
Where it looks like going for, we can say, it's up with the Barney Taylor one of 2007.
137.
World Championship, of course.
Clark
Taylor, 2003. Painter and Taylor, 2004, all at the Circus Tavern.
Oh, this would be a punch.
98.
Would have nigh on knocked Lewis out. Double 12 for another leg. Now he has the throw. Now he might start believing again.
Yeah, that's the break that he wants. Now, I mentioned he's got to win the session by at least 4-1. I think he can win the session 4-1 with that break.
60.
But that's not the most brilliant of opening gambits. Not the most wanted of opening gambits. And Taylor senses he can step in here with
96.
96. So maybe Lewis just let off a little, but he needs that treble 20 bet. Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky.
35.
And this leg's going all wrong for him. Only 95 in 2 visits.
Adrian Lewis's worst leg of the match, just when he needed something special to move within 2 legs. Phil Taylor.
86.
A bit let off there. A 180. Doesn't like the light. Look at that.
80.
Moves to the right, John, where all the room was to the left. For one reason, they were markers. He aimed at the buffer. He wasn't even looking at the treble 20. He was looking at the darts in the treble 20.
100.
Yes, and that's what makes him special. We're seeing something of a surge now from him, although 8 consecutive 180s is hardly anything but
99.
a surge. Although he came off even Stevens with Taylor whilst he was getting them. This time, though, it looks as though he might. And when Taylor's all around, it's a mighty big might. Have a go at the double, Lewis.
136.
It's 16 180s against Michael Van Gerwen. He's now at 17. But these are the shots that have got to go. Treble 19 for Ball. Oh my word! We are seeing a man who believes he can win. Taylor bites his flights. John, it's his tail. It's his tail. He's panicking.
Well, all you can say is that Lewis has some quality that maybe at times in the past we haven't always recognised, and that is steadfastness, the ability to hang on in there and then suddenly hit back.
96.
And the way he's done it in the last 3 legs, 2 180s in leg 26 to win with throw, then against the throw, and then there to hold his throw with a 1-2-7 full finish. Unbelievable, unbelievable, I suppose.
Greatest of starts for both players. Phil only 96, got let off.
140.
And makes the most of being let off. There's only one Phil Taylor is the cry from this appreciative, knowledgeable Winter Gardens crowd. They absolutely love this sport.
96.
Yes, throughout this tournament they have been absolutely fantastic, the crowd here.
100.
They've gone along with the players, they've enjoyed themselves, they've had fantastic fare to watch. And very much a part of this Blackpool festivity. Without them, it just wouldn't be the same.
Now the cry of Adrian Lewis. Oh, they're a fickle lot. They're competing. The players are competing. The crowd are competing. Brilliant setup by Phil Taylor. He will be under pressure. 24 left, possibly. Why did I say possibly? Adrian Lewis pushing 107 average. Phil Taylor 111. The standard is the best. It really is.
Can't argue with it, definitely is. The last time Lewis won in 24, Taylor missed a double. And Lewis stepped in and got the 24 second dart.
34.
Now for for 15-14, and another break and throw, and Phil Taylor's demeanour tells you that he is beginning to get concerned. Double six, third dart, let him down this time.
But John, Phil Taylor threw the last dart away, in my opinion, to bust it, and hit a 7 to leave double one. Surely he'd have wanted to come back for 36, but no, he's got to go for the little green bit at the top and gets it. Adrian Lewis has let the power off.
Well spotted, Wayne. The throwaway dart went in 7 for double one. I was concentrating on Lewis's double 12, but what a dart that from Taylor. It was akin to the double one of Lewis way back when, 17th leg.
One of the biggest finishes of the match.
45.
Slightly rattled, got to say. Both of them
60.
got to that point where a mistake could mean the difference between winning or losing.
Just when it looked as though Lewis was going to come back right into the game. There's still work for him to do, but
140.
he's capable, isn't he? If he wins this leg, he wins the session 4-1. I said that's the minimum he had to do in order to give himself some hope. Turn 15-10 into 16-14.
140.
140, 180 needed.
100.
Is that enough?
Failure required
Is
136.
that enough? You would expect Phil Taylor to either take this out now or leave a double. Is he going to take this out? What a heartbreaker.
There's your answer, Wayne. Phil Taylor against the darts produces a 1-3-6 finish. And that particular little flurry has taken him now within one leg of yet another title here in Blackpool. 13 at the moment, 14 coming up. You know, when you think 16 World Championships, 14 World Match Plays, or at least on the verge of that, 30 of the 2 greatest contests in the world.
81.
Absolutely amazing. Taylor's will to win is the most amazing thing. But you alluded to it earlier, John. These great sportsmen, they have something that mere mortals do not have. Forget about the ability, it's something ingrained in them that makes them wring out every ounce of what they can.
And one thing I will say for Lewis, and obviously, like you, I've seen him since he came on the scene,
98.
first came on the scene, got the Jackpot nickname, we all know that story. He himself is developing and maturing into the kind of player that Phil Taylor has become. Phil Taylor won his first world title at the age of 29. Adrian Lewis is currently 28. And what I've seen of Lewis this week, as 180s are going in for fun now from both players, and what I've seen of Lewis this week, particularly in the last 3 games, Wayne, tells me that he has...
This is now making me laugh. This is absolutely ridiculous. Can he wrap this up with a 1-4-2 finish? You just kind of felt he deserved to wrap it up there, John.
He has, this lad, the potential to become the next Phil Taylor. It ain't going to be tonight, though, as Taylor looks at tops for yet another title in the World Match Play. Philip the Power Taylor does it again. The master of all masters is for 14 times World Match Play Champ.